what you're buying for your favorite biker, boy or girl. And we're going to show you what our best suggestions are. Hey, and listen, I got to say, I like a nice Road King. I'm just saying, you know, little thing under a stocking here. It doesn't even have to be a brand new one. I'll take twin cam. Hell, I'll even take an Evo. I'm just saying. Carrying is buying a new motorcycle for some shit. All right, man, stick around. Get a drink, kick back, relax. Get ready for an episode of Shop Talk coming at you in just 2 minutes. Hey, look, shout out to Bob Christopherson, Wisconsin. You see how easy I said that? That was unbelievable, right? Smooth. Christopherson. All right, man. Big D checking in, as always, from Marengo, Illinois. Good to see you guys, man. Behind Rudy's Fairing, Holla. What's up, baby? God, I cannot believe we're in December already. Kim Adair, is that Washington, the state? Washington, the capital of our government, or Washington, Pennsylvania, right down the road from us? Gotta be specific. Bagger Bader in the house. Sup, kids? XAM Biker, David Crum. What's up, man? I haven't seen your name pop up for a little bit. Scooter Salisburn. Sorry. James Fletcher. 2 minutes, laughing out loud. Hey, look, I'm on time, bastard. How about it? St. John, Indiana present. AJ Bengo. What's up, baby? Kim Adair, yes it is. Bob is Rooster, I know. Oh man, you guys know him. We're just teasing. Book my room for Cycle Showcase. Yeah, buddy, it's coming up quick, huh? It's gonna be so good. 49 seconds now. 49 seconds. That's still time for you to share. The show is up and live, so all your friends and neighbors know we're going live with this one. 40 seconds. Just enough time for us to get this one out of the station and up onto the tracks. Let's go live with this week's episode of Shop Talk. Here we go.
Welcome to Shop Talk, your all-access pass to the heart of the motorcycle world. Every week, we fire up the mics with riders, builders, legends, and celebrities, bringing you raw stories, wild rides, and real talk from the road and the garage. From custom builds to killer events, we're covering the culture that keeps your wheels turning through the week. New episodes drop every Sunday. Watch on YouTube or listen wherever you get your podcasts. This is more than a show. It's the sound of wrenches, good times, and the open road. This is Shop Talk. Now available on Cycle Source TV through Roku, Fire Stick, Apple TV, Android TV, iOS, and Android.
Okay, scooter tramps and chopper jockeys all across the land. It is just after 9, and I mean just after. We're so close to being on time. 9:03 on the East Coast, and we're going live with this one. Hey, I'm your host, Chris Cowan with Cycle Source Magazine, and I am going to take you through the next 90 to 120 minutes of all the two-wheel bullshit we can fit. I am joined by my illustrious crew. Here they are.
Here we are.
Hi.
Wow.
And here we are.
Waiting with
So
bated
I was
breath.
reading the comments. I'm sorry. Robin Higginbottom says it's 60 degrees there today.
Wow.
That is not winter yet.
Dude, it's crazy, right? Because there's parts of the country that never get winter that are freezing ass cold. Like some of our boys from Texas called us, and I was like, oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
In
We
the
had a
20s.
call with Eric the other day. He's like, I had to defrost my car locks, and we don't do that down here in Fort Worth.
And then other parts that are normally
here
winter. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Crazy. Cray.
So
how you doing?
we have so much going on
Oh,
right now. It's awesome.
if anybody has the cloning machine or whatever it was from Multiplicity, please.
I like pizza.
I like pizza.
Mark like pizza.
Just touch my peppy, Steve.
So we got to do some motorcycle stuff with Mark this week.
Kind of,
was pretty
sort of.
awesome.
Yeah, we moved a few things around.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a look at this while we're talking.
Twisted T Vicla, part 2.
Tell you what's going on. It's time to build another
Here we
Twisted
go.
T bike.
We know that we're doing a fucking bike. We couldn't do this in September, October. Not get carried away. Fucking snow.
Dude, your mouth.
Oh, you took out my fault.
Nope, there it is.
There it is. Nice.
Wait, in a minute you'll hear my heavy breathing. We're both about to have heart attacks at the top of this driveway.
All I know is I was glad that Mark wears underwear.
Yeah. That's a big thing. Mom always said, clean underwear.
I'm just wondering what.
I'm just wondering something.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, so we got a new bike for the project.
All right, so hey, it's that time of year
I
again.
wasn't even sure what year it is.
Twisted Tea,
2000?
Bike build time.
back in the garage. It's Heather's favorite time of year because this is where Heather gets to be turned loose with wrenches, boy.
I love tearing apart a motorcycle. I do.
I just wish you loved putting them back together a
I
little
do
bit.
like putting it back together. I'm just not quite as knowledgeable or adept, and I usually get hurt.
So this is our donor bike. It's a 2000 Heritage Softail,
We do know it is a Heritage Softail.
Yeah.
We do know it runs.
and it is a twin cam.
Yep.
And it is 2000 something.
Yep.
I'm
And
thinking
that's
4, maybe 7.
yeah, 4. Let's go with 4.
Okay.
Absolutely no
2004.
idea.
We'll check it out because we actually have a title with this one, which is a big plus.
That's a huge one. I do know what it's going to magically turn into, though.
Yeah, what's that?
A Vikla.
A Vikla.
A Vikla.
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 So yeah, this will be the second time that we're creating
Yes.
a Vikla motorcycle.
I feel like after the experiences that we've had recently with the Vikla
Vikla's big,
community
dude.
emergence,
All the way to
I
Bataba in
want to
Qatar.
say that the last Vikla we did was
Vikla-ish.
Vikla-esque, Vikla-ish,
Yeah.
inspired. It was
That was cool though. It
it was super cool. It was
I'll tell you this though, we're looking for
adjacent.
help.
It was Vikla adjacent. Is that what they use now?
Akin to Vikla. We're looking for
You
help
can
with
tell
this
we
one
got
though.
into this stuff.
If you
This
want to get
sauce.
in on this project, reach out to us. We know that we can't do all the Vikla
Yeah.
tricks.
So
Joe
we're looking
Marshall.
for engraving.
Yes. We
Not
actually-
crazy.
We actually
Yeah,
have
we're
some
look-
guys
we're looking
in the,
for
in the
help.
works.
Anybody
but
out there?
One,
Help
one
us,
for
help
sure
us.
we want to talk about is Ben from Loco. Ben from
Yeah.
Loco has come on and he's going to be designing. There's going to be an actual shirt to go along with this motorcycle this year, and we're
Yes.
super stoked about that.
Very cool. So engraving, paint. We're
Yeah, we
looking
need
for somebody
killer
to
paint.
throw down some paint. If you have any suggestions, like if you're big into the Vikla scene,
I have a complete set of dual fishtail exhaust from Paco already. I am the tiny acorn.
oh
I
my
have,
god,
I have
you
product.
have a part
I
already.
have product.
Wow,
Dude, the bike isn't even clean or tore down yet, and I have product.
We don't
this
actually
guy,
need
right
to
here.
clean the bike because we're just going to tear it down. But if you're in the market for any parts off of this baby, they're all for sale.
Hey now, look at them wheels. What's up? So, you guys on ShopTalk are going to be watching this Sunday night, and by Monday night, we're going to be here in the garage tearing this thing apart live. We're going to do this as a live feed,
We
so
have a shop day tomorrow.
you're welcome to come and join us with this and follow along. You know that we usually do like a 6 or 7
Episode.
bike build series from Cycle Source
Mm-hmm.
TV, and we put it on YouTube also, and we're looking forward to this one.
You know what the real magic is going to be? So it's December something or other. So we have like 60 some odd days or something like that for this build.
Oh my God.
70? 70. We have like 70 days because of course,
Becky's
of
got
course
dibs
the
on
year
the
we have
pipes
to have it
already.
ready for Daytona. Daytona is like 2 weeks earlier than it normally is.
The real magic is going to be how we name this one. Is it going to be the Tickla? The Twickla?
No.
Twisted liquor.
Twisted,
God,
the
no.
twisted tickler.
All right, man. So this is it. Starts right here.
Yep.
You look for the information. They just gave away last year's bike, and if
I know.
son of a bitch that won it loves it and wants to keep it.
That's a good thing.
I guess, but I
That is
really,
a
I was
good thing,
hoping if there was
'cause he,
one
quote,
that we were going to
unquote,
get
is going to ride the wheels
if
off
there
of
was
that.
one that we were going to buy back, that was it, dude.
Hey, just for the record, you say that about
I know,
every
I
single
know.
bike we build. You
So-
said that about the T-Dragger, the T-Hopper,
pocket full of
the T-Dozer.
It's a little. Let me show you something I call. We'll see you soon with the Twisted T build.
Do you believe she actually has a countdown going already?
Yeah.
We have 60 days.
If I
What's wrong
don't
with
have
you?
the countdown going on, it'll be just February 27th, and you'll be like, "When's this bike due?" I'll be like, "Tomorrow."
Call Mark.
We have,
Tell them to set up the paint booth.
we have a bunch of rattle can colors for golden.
Ah, shit. So,
We've done stupider shit.
Becky, those are Vance and Hines pipes. I'm not sure if they're long shots or.
Yeah, I think it's what they are, man. It's not long shot.
But yeah, listen, you got dibs on them. We're selling the wheels, the
Yeah,
front rear
it's
fender.
all for sale except for
I
the
think
frame
we're
and
keeping
motor,
the
right?
tank, yeah. But yeah, we're gonna. You'll see tomorrow night when we tear it apart. It's gonna be awesome, just like always. Twisted Tea. As soon as we get this thing up and going, it will be premiered at Daytona. It'll be all over the country for you guys to see, and they'll be giving it away to one person for absolutely no purchase whatsoever. Whatsoever.
Just because you're a good person.
Because I'm a good person?
No, they're a good person.
Oh.
People like me. I'm a good person.
And God darn it.
Gosh darn it.
Thunderstar wheels, that's right, Jason. Those things are absolutely
Yeah,
for sale.
Them bitches are pristine.
You,
too.
that was an Austin Power shush.
Yeah. I got a pocket full of
Multiple.
Never seen it.
All right, so tonight is you bastard. Radar says if Chris would sell all the bikes he built, he could almost pay the electric bill. How can you? Who hurt you, Radar? Who hurt you? Made you so mean?
He hurt himself. That's the problem. Radar Dan hurt himself.
So listen, it's the holiday buyer's guide you saw in the pre-roll and everything going on leading up to the show, and we asked some friends of ours to come in tonight and talk about what their idea for the best holiday gift guide, their selections for their favorite motorcycle boy and girl. And first up, we're going to bring in Mr. Jason Hallman from Cycle Stop USA. What's up, buddy?
Hey, how are you?
Huh? You can tell that we're a little crazy from lack of sleep over here.
Yeah, you guys are all wearing like flannels and sweaters and stuff. It's like it was 80 here today.
Oh, okay, Florida. Okay.
You could make him wait now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
but
go
he has
last.
to live in Florida though, so he, take the 80. He has to live in Florida.
So tell me this first from the aftermarket. So if you guys don't know this, Cycle Stop USA aftermarket store in Lakeland, Florida. We've asked Jason to come on from the aftermarket part of the world. We've also asked Mark Hendrix to come on from Tobacco Road Harley-Davidson. But Jason, I want to hear a little report on business. Tell me what's going on in motorcycle business as we close out the calendar year.
We're up this year. We've had a really, really good year. Most of the people that I talked to probably a few months ago weren't really sure how fourth quarter was going to end, but we've got a shop full of bikes, and we're doing some pretty big jobs too. Like it's not just tires and brakes and oil change stuff. We're doing we just did a pro charged bike. We got a couple turbo bikes that we're doing right now. So people are spending some money, and it seems to be that people are really getting into less of the aesthetic stuff and more into the performance stuff. So which works. It plays well with us because we've got a dyno and we know that space. So, but everything's good. We're having a really good year. We're up quite a bit this year, like 30%.
That's encouraging, man, because you turn on the news every day and you hear a lot of reports of, retail is down, and, in spite of the fact that they had good numbers come out of Black Friday and, Cyber Monday and everything, you're wondering how the year is ending up because there's a lot of bitching about the economy right now.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things, Don, I don't know about other people. I haven't really talked to anybody else about this, but we basically turned the faucet off as far as catering to the online only crowd that were, forgive me for saying it, but, I feel like when you start out with a discount, you're kind of racing to the bottom. And I think a lot of shops have realized that, people are buying stuff. If price is the only consideration, then quality can never be. And so we're happily, these are brick and mortar customers that are coming into our establishment. So, it helps that we've been down here 15 years now. But for all intents and purposes, we've had a great year.
No, and that's encouraging too, dude. I've been waiting for the e-commerce trend to kind of wane off a little bit and us to get back to some of our roots here. As important as that's been and as great as it is for service and selection and everything else, actually being able to go into a store, having that community that's built into a brick and mortar store, you're not going to replace that ever through Amazon or any other e-commerce.
Babe, send her a message and ask her if I'm good.
No,
So back into my phone.
And I always say that, the internet can do a lot of things, but your laptop's not going to mount your tire. Your laptop's not going to mount not going to do your oil changes and things like that. So, we cater to, we're kind of a dealership alternative, right? And so we fit that space in pretty well.
Right on. Well, listen, let's move over to the good stuff and talk about what some of your selections are for this year's Christmas holiday. I'm going to put them up probably not in the order that you actually gave them to us, because it was kind of chaotic on the way into the studio tonight, if you can believe it or not.
Oh, and just for the record, if the
I've been with
pictures are
Cycle Source
wrong,
now
it's
for
totally
6 years.
fault.
I know how chaotic it can be.
What'd you say, Heather?
I said if the picture, like, I think I got all the pictures and links
Oh,
right.
yeah.
I'm like, what the hell? The what? So
All right, so starting off with number one.
Okay, so the reason why I picked this, this is from HPI, and Jimmy Light and his team over at HPI, they do, I would say they're very niche in the performance market, and they've carved out their own path, and they do what they do as good as, if not better than anybody. And so this new throttle body thing that they're offering is, with the throttle by wire stuff, you always have to send them like either like a core, right? Because they take the electronics out of it. And now they're doing it, they're anodizing. You can get anodized purple, you can get anodized yellow, blue, orange. There's like 8 colors that you can get that billet piece anodized. So you can make that match your bike. And they have the best throttle bodies on the market, in my opinion. We sell quite a few of them. We use their injectors, we use their throttle body. They do a great job. They're based in Indianapolis, Indiana, right on Gasoline Alley. And their tech is awesome. I mean, it's kind of it's a very homogenous partnership where we just call them with the combination that we're doing just to verify that we're on the right path, and they set us up with the right injectors, the right throttle body. But that injector or the throttle body that I picked for this specifically was because now they'll anodize it to match. So just that next level, Chris, you remember back when there was so many chopper parts in the early 2000s, and they all looked cool, and then only a few of them actually worked and did what you needed them to do from a functionality standpoint that looked cool at the same time. And this is one of those parts where I think we're getting in kind of that part of the performance industry where it's not just a part that looks good or a part that works good. It's, companies like HPI, Trask, Alloy Art are making parts that do both very
Mark,
well.
You remember the time that Jason's talking about when we figured out which chopper parts worked well, because they immediately went to China and people started knocking them off.
Right.
So you knew that was a good part then, right?
As soon as they
Yeah,
disappeared
exactly.
and came back with a weird name on them, that was a good part.
All right, so
Right.
number 2 is the Moto Gadget M Unit Blue.
Shut your mouth.
This thing right here is what I'll call, this is the best kept secret right now if you're going to build a wiring harness from scratch, this Moto unit does all of the things that your Thundermax and your NAMS wiring, like if you're going to build a bike and you're going to do EFI, you absolutely need to get a NAMS wiring harness and a Thundermax. There's just not any other good way to do it. This M unit does everything else on the bike. The stuff that Moto Gadget has, it's mind-blowing how cool it is. But this little unit right there, it's Bluetooth from your phone. So once you hook everything up, you almost can't hook up anything wrong. And it's got a proximity sensor thing so that you don't need a key for your bike. It's really, really cool. And the bikes that are out there, Cody put one of these on the Texas Rattlesnake bike. And I had some experience with them previously. And this thing is just so cool for chassis wiring. You can do blinkers, you can do sequential lights, you can do almost anything you can dream up with this M unit. I can't stress enough what a cool part this is. It's basically like a BCM that you could put on anything, a body control module that you can have it control all kinds of stuff. And that company is really, really awesome. They do some really great stuff.
See, this is how we get in trouble.
So this is my directional.
This is how we get in
I was
trouble.
going to say, the only problem with that picture to me is there's like 23 too
Right,
many
choppers,
wires.
6
No,
wires.
but I mean, honestly, in a day and age where like Harley-Davidson seems to come out with a new infotainment system every other model year,
Hey, and
it's good to see the aftermarket starting to respond with a bump in technology too.
But without a doubt, that's something I would be like, okay, Jason, I need you to do this job.
Yeah.
Like I know I need this, I know I want this, but you're going to do this
security,
for me.
job
Right.
security for Hallman right there, Mark.
But then
I'm
again,
telling you.
like Jason's saying though, that almost dummy proofs it for you. You almost can't mess it up because they label everything, but the unit's so nice. When you do that work to be able to have the connectors and have the fittings and have them all lined up, that's huge. I mean, that's a great.
And Mark,
product.
it's really small too. You can hide it pretty much anywhere. You can put it under the seat. You can hide it into the bottom of the battery box. You can make one of those nice little boxes for it.
Yep.
And so, Heather, I think what you're telling me is that I need to write a tech article on the M unit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
It's cool
For
as hell.
sure.
It's cool as hell. I'd like to see that in an actual video too.
Yeah.
All right, so coming in number 3 for Jason is the Toast 2-in-1 exhaust for FXR. Big time favorite with all the stunt kids this year, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing about this pipe is I've got one on my FXR, and he uses the quality of stainless that Toast uses is a 304 stainless. And for those, I'm not like real on the up and up on metallurgy, but I know that a lot of stainless pipes are 409. This is a 304. So when he polishes it, it's absolutely beautiful. The fit and finish in it is phenomenal. The sound quality is really strong. And I've got my FXR. I've got a 107-inch Evo in it, and it's like a perfectly balanced pipe, and it fits so nice. And he really goes to great pains for the bends to be done right and the welding to be done proper, and it's all polished out nice. I have the polished one. If you get the polished one, it's just the bracketry is really solid. I haven't had any problem with breaking the mount, any of that stuff. It fit right on. It's really a nice, real nice pipe. It's got a really nice tone to the sound quality of it too.
That's a thing that's kind of a pain in the ass a lot of times with FXR aftermarket products like exhaust. You know what I mean? Like the fit is a little bit off. The mounts end up like, especially for exhaust. How many snap mounts?
Yep.
Because of the rubber mount. I mean, the technology wasn't there, and Toast really has they've done their homework, and they've really taken on. And the bikes, when the R&D stuff that they do, I mean, they beat the absolute hell out of those bikes. Those stunt guys that run those Toast pipes and the swing arm and stuff.
Yeah, Toast doesn't play no games. His shit's top
No.
line. So when
by the time it gets to market, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Well, and it helps too that he has built in, like, did you see the name of that exhaust is the Perpetrator? That's because he has an army of little stunt kids that take that shit straight to the street, and not only do they find out if they can escape and evade, but they'll find out if they can break the shit in a hurry too.
I mean, it's not like there's a dozen great pipes out there, and I'm not saying that that any type is the absolute best. But when you have a company, I like shining a light on companies that are a little bit more smaller, a little bit more niche, because their R&D departments are those stunt kids. Their R&D departments are shop owners like me. Yep. The R&D department is, we're all giving feedback, whether it be positive or negative or nominal feedback. I'm really happy with the pipe that's on my bike. It fits really well. I've had zero issues with it. And I've had to take it off and, kind of do some repairs and stuff. So, and that's always, it's like, I always say, like, a painter, their first paint job they do for you is always great. You got to judge a painter by the second paint job they do for you. Yeah. And a part on a motorcycle, when we're beating the hell out of them, that part really starts to show its ass if it's a quality part when you've taken it off and put it on more than one time. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yep.
So.
All right, so moving on to number 4, we have the NOS black anodized aluminum billet throttle body cover.
So this is from NAMS. So, Jeff at NAMS, that's NAMS Badlands Electric Lighting. He's a problem solver, and this is one part that has been overlooked by everybody. Harley sends out that servo motor is covered by like kind of a galvanized tin piece, and when you can dress your motor up and all these different anodized finishes and powder coated finishes and things like that, but NAMS is the only one that makes a billet side cover for that thing, and so I I was stumbling. I go through the catalogs. I'm a catalog guy. I like having paper in hand. And NAMS and Badlands and Electric, all three of the brands that Jeff curates, they always go out of their way to solve problems. And it comes in a polished finish and it comes in a black finish. They're both billet. It's not super expensive. So, and it fits all the late model servo stuff. You can see kind of the difference there in the two finishes. But this is something that if you're building a custom motorcycle, this is a great part to put on there. NAMS also does I use a ton of them. The neutral safety or the neutral light switch. He makes a cover for that too. It's really, really clever. That's got the Allen head on the inside. So when you thread it in, you tighten it from the inside of the cover, and it flush mounts on there. So he really goes. His engineering is really, really top shelf for a guy that does so much electrical stuff. The stuff that he comes up with that are problem solving like that it's always the best stuff.
Yeah, I loved it. Like last year, I think, or last year I saw him in the Drag Specialties show, and he was tooling around with a whole selection of stuff for like mini harness kits and shit for old bikes. You know what I mean? Like Jeff was involved in building an old panhead digger, and all of a sudden, like everything that he did with that digger, he came out with a whole new line of harnesses and shit.
Well, isn't that the way? I mean, that's the way his company kind of started. So,
right.
For those that don't know, NAMS is Z-Man backwards, and Z-Man was what Arlen and Corey Ness coined him. He was the Z-Man because Jeff Zielinski, right? And so he had this braided wiring sleeve on his motorcycle, and Corey and Arlen took a liking to that, and they kind of encouraged him to do some more stuff and build wiring harnesses, and that's kind of where it started. But it's always been high-level problem solving in the custom space, and that's something that Jeff's really, really, really strong at. And he's a problem solver. Like even again, to go back to Cody Childress's Texas Rattlesnake bike, that's got a NAMS harness on it, and the new NAMS harness is designed to put late model technology on an old school style chopper, and which is kind of what the aesthetic of what the Texas Rattlesnake bike is. He's got so much technology on that thing. He's got Thundermax, he's got NAMS wiring harness, he's got that M unit that I picked out earlier. He's got it's fuel injected with Rick Ward motor in it from S&S. I mean, everything on it is really high technology, but it's real low key looking.
Yep. All right, so let's move on to number 5. Your number 5 is my number 1. I mean, not my
of course it is.
Number 1 pick, but I love this product. I'm going to say that right off the bat.
So, for those that don't know, Eric at F&A Custom Cycles was originally based in Lakeland, Florida. He's in Plant City, Florida now, which is like one town over. It's ironic. I moved from Plant City to Lakeland across the street from his shop. He moved from Lakeland to Plant City, is where I moved out of. And he did so much work with these magnetos that he ended up, it's like that old Remington razor commercial, Chris, when we were kids. I know that Mark Persichetti's never had a razor anywhere near him, but
I carry one
the guy
in my
that
pocket.
had the guy that had Remington, he liked the razor so much he bought it. Well, Eric at F&A Cycles, that's Morse Magneto now. So he's got F&A and he's got Morse Magneto. So he came up with a working M8 Magneto, and in order to satisfy the air fuel on that thing, he built the S&S adapter intake so you can put a Super G on an M8 with the Magneto. It's like now it's a turnkey thing. It's not like do you remember when the twin cam Magneto came out, when Gates did that about, 16, 17 years ago? It worked. Everything was great, but there were so many EFI twin cams on the market, and but you could still get up until 06, I think you could still get a carbureted. Well, there's no carbureted M8s. So he's got it set up now to where you can put an S&S Super G on it, and with his intake adapter and the Magneto. And now you can put an M8 in anything, or you could carburate your M8 if you wanted to use a Magneto. And Morse Magnetos are top shelf, and Eric's a top shelf. For those that don't know, Eric is a actual degreed, mechanical engineer. He's been doing mechanical engineering for close to 20 years.
Dude, he's a fucking genius. I mean,
he's
straight up.
He's like Doc Brown from Back to the Future.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's
He's like half half Dennis Hopper and half Doc Brown.
The greatest thing is he looks like a total hillbilly.
Oh yeah,
You
dude.
would
While you're having a
never-
conversation with him, you're like, "Did this guy have somebody tie his shoes?"
Yeah, you would
Like,
never
and
expect.
one of the nicest, funnest people to be around, just down to earth. And if you don't know him, stop and talk to him. You'll instantly find out what we're talking about. Just
Yeah,
an
he's a
amazing
sweetheart
guy.
of a guy. He's
Oh,
real
yeah.
low key,
Yep.
and I'll never forget one time. My favorite Eric from F&A story was him and Marty were riding, and Marty's bike broke down, and I think it had a mag on it. He was pissed off on the side of the road, basically wanted to kick it over. And you got Eric just standing there going like, "Oh man, Marty, it's all part of the deal. You just, like Eric, nothing gets him angry, nothing gets him upset. He's just a low key guy. He's really, really a great guy.
And him taking over Morris and everything is just freaking. Couldn't be.
It's so cool,
Yeah.
because that's one of the tragedies of the changing generation that happens in motorcycling. Like, nobody understands this until you're in it for 20 or 30 years. But there's not enough money in this for like any legacy wealth or anything. Like maybe 3 companies actually make some substantial money.
Yeah.
So when you see a company like Morris Magneto come to the end of the life cycle of the owner principal, they end up going away. You know what I mean? Unless the owner principal sees something in somebody that's coming up, like I'm sure they saw in Eric, and wants him to have this product. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because he knows he's going to do right by it. I mean, think of the brands that we've lost in the last 10 years, Chris. We lost Carrata Belt Drives not that long ago. Just Mark Rowe chassis. It was the Kenny Boys Pro Street or the Mark Rowe stuff. I mean, but there's guys that are aging out of this thing, and there's not anybody stepping up to take it over and to carry the torch. And I'm just glad that and Morris Magneto's a pretty sizable, and it's got a really good legacy name, and it's been around for forever. So
yeah, man. Yes, sir. Well, that rounds out a hell of a collection of parts. I see that your wish list for Santa Claus is a little bit more on the upper end side from the kids from the wrong side of the track.
Are you shocked, Chris?
I can't wait till you get one. Then I'm coming over there and stealing that shit.
I'm just saying, your Christmas list is a little bougie, bro.
Yeah, well,
Does
I
that
am a little
surprise
bougie.
you? It's Jason.
We know that.
Come on
Yeah.
now.
No, but it's awesome, man. It's awesome.
And the other thing about Jason's list is he's so effing technical that he researches it. So when you go to look into the part, number one, it's right because Jason knows his shit. And number two, it's going to fit because the companies that he recommends, they're top notch.
He's using
Absolutely.
this shit. He's
Yeah,
using
right,
it. That's
right.
what-
He runs it.
That's what I'm saying about street level and brick and mortar stores and how crucial it is to have that community built into what we're doing here. That's why.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, don't get crossed up. I mean, I'm still building shovel heads and building pan heads. I mean, I haven't forgot about where I came from.
I seen that shit though. You building pan heads and shovel heads that don't leak and they're all shiny and shit.
Listen,
girls got to do what a girl's got to do.
Oh, no matter what you build, though, it's always. I mean, again, you research your product, your finished product. When you pull out of the door with it, it runs. I mean, it's going to be a good product. There's and like you had said before, to support the shops that, they're not there to make the money. They're there because they love their product. They love their job.
Right.
That's precisely why, if you ever pay attention, how many pictures of other bike builders you see Jason in.
Yeah, right.
In their product.
Oh,
in
yeah.
their product development.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right on. Hey, listen, stick around with us.
Okay.
We're going to take a real quick break and look at a feature bike. When we come back on the other side, we're going to have Mark Hendrix here, and we're going to continue on with the best holiday gift guide for your motorcycle boy and girl. Stick around. You're watching Shop Talk here on the Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studio.
Out of Focus is brought to you by Garage Build. Submit your build, share your passion. Powered by Dennis Kirk.
My name is Brian Korelec. I'm from Ashtabula, Ohio, and this is my FXR. Started out, obviously still is a 1992 FXLR, and over the years bought it brand new in November of 1991. Still got all the original stock stuff in it, barring the engine case. I did put an S&S engine case in it, but I still have the numbers matching case for it. But everything you see here is from this bike. Engine, transmission, the swing arm. I extended the swing arm. Did swap out all the tins. Everything except the tank is plastic. This is all R&S stuff. Stretched the tank, and it started out as an 80 cubic inch, still is an 80 cubic inch, but it's an 80 cubic inch motor built by Kendall Johnson, if anybody remembers that name. I brought this thing out 2024 and brought it out to Sturgis, and it was funny, a lot of the guys in the club had never seen it. And, man, did you just build that? I'm like, nah, I'm 1993. Winter of 1993 is when I built this motorcycle the way you see it right here. And no, I brought it back out and took it out to Sturgis, and then we took it from the smokeout and put it in the show at the smokeout and won best of show. So obviously, you know, with the wheelie bars and everything. So back when I was a kid, you know, still living at home, got into drag racing. You know, my dad and I had a pretty tumultuous relationship here and there, but drag racing is what really kept us together. And so my dad put me in a 9-second car when I was 15 years old. So drag racing has been in my blood forever. And so got into drag racing, was doing a lot of drag racing, been around drag racing my whole life. I had purchased a 1966 Nova that was in really nice body, really good shape, and I wanted to pro street this car like nobody's business. Well, my dad, being my dad, would like refuse to cut this car up. So he literally got mad at me and said, "You cut that car up, I'm gonna come home and kick your ass." So from there on, I was like, well, you know, if I can't build the way I want to build, I don't want it. So I sold the car to my dad and I bought this. And I bought this brand new in November of '91 and rode it pretty much like this. And then I was going to Daytona and I strapped it down in the trailer and I lowered it. And when I lowered it, I'm like, wow, that thing looks really cool. And that's what did it, you know? So with the inspiration of racing and knowing that, well, my dad don't know much about motorcycles, so he can't really steer me on what I want to do. This is what the outcome of that was. Even Nick Pasteur, the guy that painted this back in '93, you know, there was a few things here and there, you know, like I said, it was a plastic fender and it was starting to spider web a little bit, and, you know, I put some braces and, you know, so I'm like, I called him up. I was like, we hadn't talked in a couple of years, and I called him up and we caught up, and he's like, hey, you know, you still got that old FXR? I'm like, yeah, you know, actually I got to get some stuff kind of touched up on it. And he's like, bring it to me, I'll do it. And it's like, so, I mean, even the touch up and all the stuff that's been done to this bike is from the original guy that painted it. And that's as recent as like 2024 that he touched up a few things for me. So that's just, you know, it's kind of neat that it's like, I'm the only one that's ever owned it, bought it brand new, and it's like, it's a party. Hey, I'm Brian Korelec, I'm from Ashtabula, Ohio, and you're watching Cycle Source TV.
Oh, nice. Paul Yaffe product, huh?
Yeah, man, so excited.
Got a new build?
I do. It's. Aren't you Paul Yaffe?
No, I've never met the guy. But I do know you can get all of his products at DennisKirk.com.
There you go.
Just me? Awesome. Thanks, brother. Appreciate you. Have a good one.
Listen to Not Paul Yaffe. Get all your Bagger Nation products right now at DennisKirk.com.
Well, it sounds nice.
Every child deserves the joy of a bicycle.
And for years, John Jessup of Dream Rides has made that possible through his annual Children's Bicycle Giveaway.
Donate $100 to purchase a bicycle for a deserving kid, and you will be entered into a drawing to win a custom Dream Rides Harley-Davidson motorcycle.
Join the Garza Law Firm and Dream Rides, and let's help John hand out more than 600 bicycles to children this year.
Learn more and donate today at teamdreamrides.com.
right, welcome back to the Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studio. You are watching Shop Talk, going into the second part of the show, and we have some big news.
Dude, hold on.
We do?
Hold on. Before you go any further.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
You can't put a Big Brian thing up there and then go straight to a commercial of not me being able to rip on shit. Like, first off, who cleaned the bike for him? That's what I want to know. Poor Doug. Poor Doug probably doesn't have any fingerprints left, first off.
Shit.
Number two, Brian, how long did it take your girl to iron and clean all that stuff? Dude, you were fucking pristine.
All right. You can
I've
see
never
the
seen
creases
that
in
clean.
his
Did you
jeans.
see how clean those boots were? Sweet, you Doc Martin just made a few bucks, dude.
Oh, shit.
Love that bike, man. That is hands down one of my favorite bikes.
Hey, how
and
about
he's one of my favorites.
I'm gonna admit some stuff here because a couple people, including Becky, said that she truly loves the video that we put up, and she's talking about the one where I ride up to the garage. And for those of you that don't know, the guy that's in the garage, the old guy in the garage, is Mark's father. And you know, when we say stuff like family tradition with Cycle Source TV and Cycle Source Magazine and shit, that's for real, because if it wasn't for that man right there, neither one of the two of these idiots would be doing shit. And we miss him every day, especially around the holidays and shit. Remember when we did the Christmas card?
I know, I found it the other day.
We did a Christmas card one year, and that poor son of a bitch, every time we came up with an idea, he suffered the brunt of it.
And he just shook his head, and he knew he wasn't going to be able to go
found
out
it. I need to
it.
see it. I've only ever heard about it.
You've never seen that? I'm going to have to dig it back out.
So,
I think it's in the drawer in the garage.
In the Christmas card, we superimposed Santa's sleigh up on one of the motorcycle lifts, and I think Larry's sitting there with a torch.
Larry, brother Scotty.
Getting ready to cut
I had
it.
a gun to his head.
Mark had a gun to his dad's head. We had taken he's dressed like Santa Claus, and we had taken his coat off. I was wearing his coat and digging through his bag, and Mark had a gun to his head and had him tied up and like.
You guys are the worst.
Oh, dude, I'll tell you. And again, that just goes to show that, you know, that man could sell ice to an Eskimo. You know, like
he was
just
the best.
He his ad lib and all that, because that's like Chris comes on and goes, all right, dude, this is what we're gonna do. And my dad's like, all right, give me cigarettes. All I need is cigarettes. Yeah,
Give me a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah, all I need is a pack of cigarettes.
Okay, I got it.
I actually started was in his car today, so yeah, it's to see that's really brings it home. But
Are you going to make the same announcement I want to make?
Oh,
yes,
boy.
I think so.
That
I think
Big
so.
Rick is watching?
No.
He's here.
I see the Big Rick.
And he's commented.
Yeah,
he's commenting and everything from his own Facebook page.
I know.
Our little flower is sprouting.
Right?
Yeah.
He is the tiny acorn.
Yeah.
So I am going to preempt this announcement, this giant ass news for Smokeout by telling you guys.
Are you doing this already? You can't do this yet.
I am.
You can't.
I'm doing it right now. I don't care.
I can't. I'm not ready. No, it's not ready on the back end.
It doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying right now. I'm telling you before I play this video.
Fist, I'm backing up.
You cannot buy a ticket yet. You cannot
January
buy a ticket
1st.
to next year's Smokeout. But we're going to give you a little inspiration so that when January 1st hits, you're going to want to be first in line. And this is why. Before you know it, it's going to be Daytona.
Oh, jeez.
It'll be Sturgis, and we're going to be back to Smokeout.
Smokeout?
Yeah, hey, like next month, we're already starting the advanced ticket sales.
So what do you got planned for the early bird people? Anything special?
What if we gave away a bike?
Like a bicycle?
No, a motorcycle, man.
Shut up. What do you mean? Like a new bike, like an M8, or what? Have you
No,
lost
man,
your
new
mind?
bikes are stupid. Let's give them something cool, like one of the early Evos.
Sounds like a plan. The question is, where are you getting an early Evo to give away?
Well, I just happen to have something right over here.
Well,
about something like this.
Where the hell did you get that at?
1995 Heritage Softail.
So what you're saying is I should buy my ticket now?
Wait a minute. Are you seriously talking about giving away my donor bike?
Baby, really? We've been married long enough. It's our motorcycle.
I can't get you to sell a motorcycle, but you're going to give away one of my motorcycles? Are you kidding me?
Here's the deal. We're giving away this motorcycle. All you have to do is get a weekend package, the early bird special at smokeoutrally.com, and your name is entered to win this. Want to know how we're going to do it?
How are you going to do it?
We're going to take everybody who buys an early bird ticket and put them in a barrel. Twice a month, we're going to wind up that barrel and pick out a name. 13 names. We're going to get 13 keys for this motorcycle,
And Saturday during Smokeout, we're going to bring you on stage. If it starts, it's your bike, man. You take it home. That's it. But listen, I don't want to hear no bitching. Don't call me and tell me, hey, man, that thing needed lifters. You screwed me.
No crybabies.
Don't baby me 10 years. I'm going to build this bike to sell. This one's your bike.
Oh, while
please.
you two argue, I'm going to order my smoke-out ticket early. So
Go to smokeoutrally.com now. Check it out.
Ah, shit. I don't know what happened to me when I started talking about somebody getting screwed out of that on a bike. I slipped into Mexican accent.
It's a killer bike, though. I will say it's in pristine condition. It runs great. The whole thing's been gone through.
It was so much fun when we first got it home. Like, first of all, we got it for a really good price, and the dude
it was a
hooked us up
fortune.
with
Somebody's getting a deal.
No, but it was a really good price, and it's like it is exactly like somebody rode it for a couple years and then they just put it away. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I got on it and I took it up and down the road, man. I'm riding around the neighborhood, because back in 1995, if you had that bike, you were the king of the road, dude.
Yeah,
you were the cat's
that was a cool
ass.
bike right there.
I think it's and I think it's perfect for the smoke out demographic
Oh,
because
yeah.
somebody's gonna
Can go in any direction.
somebody's gonna take that, and that's gonna be a great donor bike.
Yep.
All right, man. Well, listen, our second guest tonight coming in from Tobacco Road Harley-Davidson, Mr. Mark Hendrix, and we're going to go to Mark and find out what's cool from Harley for Christmas.
Hi, Mark.
Hey, guys. How is everybody?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Oh, we're adjusting. It's a little cold in North Carolina.
Yeah. You want to tell everybody why it's so cold for you to have to reacclimate?
Do you have shoes on?
I finally put some shoes on after some time in Hawaii, yes.
Oh, shit. So, the same question I asked Jason Hallman when we first started off, man, I like to get a barometer. Like, everything that's important to me is connected to motorcycles, So, if people tell me that, the price of this, the price of that, eggs, whatever other bullshit, whenever I hear that it's starting to affect the motorcycle shops, that's when I worry about what the economy is doing. Tell us, from the Harley-Davidson dealership side of things, what is business like as we close out the year?
Well, I think I'm going to share a similar sentiment with a lot of the dealers that are selling new Harley-Davidsons, and we've had a tough year this year. Obviously, we've all watched the prices climb. Financing's gotten tougher. We've all run into the same issues all across the country that has made it a little more difficult to get that part of the business done. Now, having said that, people will not quit motorcycling, right? They are finding ways to do stuff. And if you lean into that as a dealer and you are having fun and making the place a destination, we are still selling lots of parts, lots of motor clothes. And, the people who can't trade are servicing their bikes or building their bikes. And, Jason's absolutely right with the whole performance deal. And people are more conscious of it than ever. They want it to look good. They want it to run good. For a long time, we would turn down some of the jobs at Harley because it was just aesthetic and it wasn't safe. All they cared about was what it would look like. And that is not happening anymore. And, we're just making our money in other ways. I mean, the motorcycle sales obviously is a nice way to do it, but, we sold a lot of 131 kits this year. And some of the stuff on the list is a hot seller for us right now, and the stuff isn't cheap. So people are finding a way to still have fun and engage in it and make their bike cool.
Well, and I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up at all too the effect, the Artie Stars effect, right? The stuff that's starting to happen with Artie as he's making his way around the country and reaching out and figuring out what you guys need, what you need changed about the business model, and already, you can hear a big sigh of relief that things are starting to come around. But even, when you take a dealership like I know Tobacco Road Harley-Davidson is, and how much community you have in and around the dealership and the things that you do with your customers. And, I think that for a little bit we sort of, some of the Harley dealers slipped into that, that car lot mentality a little bit and forgot the fact that, like, this is the direct link that makes this happen. You know what I mean? And like you said about getting involved in what customers are doing, what they're doing with their bikes, and being a part of that and providing solutions. That's right on, man.
Yeah, I mean, some of the stuff on my list is a direct result of listening to the customers whose whose tastes are changing. You know, the younger crowd's coming in. They're starting to cross over. Harley's doing a lot of stuff that they're interested in now, and you know, some of the collaborations that are happening are getting people to notice that stuff, and you know, a lot of that's a gateway drug to eventually be a motorcycle sale. So.
Well, and even in motorcycle sales, I remember talking to you, I think it was earlier in the year, this year, and, you know, unlike a lot of other Harley dealers that I've known over the years that will sit back and bitch if sales are slow and, you know, waiting for the motor company to make that move for them that's going to make it happen. You got super, super active in the used market, and you started really going after shit and making it happen.
Yeah, we did, and you know, we were just smart about it. I mean, some people cut out the events, some people cut out what they did. We just tried to be smart about it, and maybe instead of having a whole band out there and stuff, like last Saturday we had a hot cocoa bar, you know, and so people were lined up for hot cocoa, and they were coming in with their cars to do Christmas shopping. Like you just got to lean into what they do. They still want to have fun. I mean, motorcycling is about the community first, and you know, that if leaning into that is what happens, and the people then spend money. I mean, people are spending money. It's like we're still selling stuff. It's just, you know, doing it in an intelligent way so that you can be fiscally responsible while you're doing it.
Do you guys
now I want hot chocolate.
Yeah, I know.
Real nice, Mark.
Do you guys feel too, like, I'll kind of put this to the group. Do you feel like we sort of established a new normal through COVID that we're not willing to let go of? Like, even still, this many years later, like, we're just not willing to let go of the kind of sales that were happening, the kind of retail environment that was created through that time.
Yeah. I mean, we were spoiled during COVID. The money was flowing from all different places, and you know, it got easy. I tell you what I've noticed amongst my peer group: the people that have been doing it a long time, they're doing just fine. Yeah. The people that are in it for the right reasons, they're doing just fine. You know, I remember in the custom scene, you had all the money grabs over the years, right? And people would come in, come out, and you know, and you know, sometimes when I get a little bit down about what's happening and I talk to some of my peers, I get reminded of the OGs in the business that are like, hey, I've been through this 4 times, 5 times. Listen, why are you even doing this? Because you love it, right? So just keep doing what you love. It's going to come back around. And you know, we're definitely, I think, on that upward swing right now. And so I'm excited about that.
Amen. Amen. Well, you know, let's take a look at the items that you brought in for us. Again, like I told Jason, I apologize. These are in no specific order, and I think when we get to number 5, we're actually going to have to ad-lib it.
No, I found it. It's there.
Okay.
But you might have to open the file.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that. You could put it in the comments.
Son of a biscuit. I'm so sorry.
All right, starting off with number 1 for Mark's picks from Tobacco Road Harley-Davidson, and the HD flannel-lined hoodie.
Yeah, so, you know, a lot of things are changing, and for a long time, everywhere you turned, there was a flannel shirt. Like, the age of the flannel shirt just went crazy, and you know, I picked some of the things here because it's what we're selling a lot of, and more than we have in the past, because obviously we track everything in every department. And the hoodie sales are just going through the roof. It's like, I feel like people are now buying hoodies as much or maybe even more than the flannel shirt stuff. And this particular one has a flannel liner inside, so it's like a good combination of both. And if you've ever ridden with Harley gear, like real Harley gear, it's a little pricey when you buy it, but it's good stuff. Like the riding gear for Harley is awesome. So this has been a really hot seller for us. And I love hoodies myself, so I'm kind of excited for that to come back and kind of in vogue a little bit. So that's why I picked that one. And it is a less expensive gift that you can buy somebody if you're buying them some other motorcycle parts or whatever.
Hey, we're big flannel fans over here,
and the funny part about it is you talk about buying flannels. Like almost every flannel I have is literally 20 years old. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have one that I still wear. I think I wore it in high school. I think there's pictures of us,
dude. And
I've
hoodies.
had the thing 40
I have
freaking
hoodies
years.
that have so many weld burns and grinder holes in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually came out with one today, and I looked at him. I went, No.
She sent me back. She
like,
sent me
no.
back in the bedroom and told me I had to change.
I'm like, that is not for public consumption. No.
That was so good.
No.
Oh shit. Yeah, you can't beat it, man. You can't beat a good one. So number 2, we're moving on to the Willie G jacket.
Yeah, so the reason why I put this one in is it's a textile jacket. Now, when I first got in the business, I'm like, textile, man, that's like for the nerds and for the metric guys and stuff, you know, and the textile product, the actual material wasn't that good yet. But, you know, we are not selling as many leathers anymore. It's wild. People either have good leathers and they're still wearing them and they don't want to replace them or don't need to, and that market is just a little saturated, or it's just not that cool. And as people focus on performance and stuff, the same thing's happening in the motor clothes department, and the textile jacket is just lighter, especially if you're a big guy.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is a textile triple vent jacket from with the Willie G theme on it, and it's been a really, really good seller for us. And obviously Harley focused on safety a little bit. I love this jacket because some of the parts of it are reflective, but you wouldn't know it until the lights hit it.
Yeah.
So it's really cool in that aspect too.
That's one of the really cool things, whether you're talking about some of the motor clothes that are out there now, the riding clothes, or even like, you know, Simpson's doing a lot of that stuff with their helmets and shit, the reflective stuff that's building.
Oh yeah, like my helmet has glow in the dark.
Yeah.
Like that lightning
Yep.
glows in the dark.
Yeah, technology's changed so much. And you said with the jackets too, you know, these bigger guys and whatever, fat, huge, muscular, whatever, you're a 3X or a 4X, a leather jacket weighs 50 pounds.
No shit.
Right. You know what I mean? And not hating on even for the smaller guys, leather jackets they're not light. So to have that lighter weight's huge if you're riding otherwise than from bar to bar. You know, that makes a big difference. Comfort makes such a difference on a long ride.
It does. And, you know, all the performance stuff that's happening, guys are riding a little, you know, they're riding hard. So having that lighter gear that's also protective is nice.
Yeah.
Well, and at the same time, just because you're riding hard, you're not necessarily going to ride across 3 state lines, you know? So I love my FXRG stuff. I'll never give it up. I'll never be without it on a long trip. But, you know, if you're just going around, if you're going around the city, you're going to spend a day on the bike.
Do you mean a long trip when you're driving the van with stuff in the back? Or do you mean just saying, because you don't ever go on long rides.
On a national program, you're going to
don't go
junk
on
punching me.
I junk punch you on a Tuesday afternoon. Like, that doesn't matter to me. No, that's like you never go on those long rides anymore because we haul too much shit around.
Well, and I mean, I do, and that's the thing. As soon as we're doing something like that, like we spent the week riding in Laconia, you guarantee I had my FXRG stuff because I knew it was going to be weather. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Rainconia.
Son of a bitch. How about it, Mark?
What? Toss that.
The other Mark.
I gotta give him one every now and again. You know what I mean?
Good Mark.
All right, let's go to number 3, the HD Evo helmet.
Yeah, so, you know, I don't know if you've noticed this, but more and more people are riding with helmets, even in non-helmet states.
Absolutely.
Especially the young guys. Like, it's really a thing. And there's a crossover where, like, I have always ridden with at least a 3/4 because I like the open air feel. Even in the weather, I'd rather put a bandana on or something than a full face helmet. And so this particular Evo helmet lets you convert it to a 3/4. So the front comes off and it turns into a 3/4 as well. And so it's a really, really cool thing where you can have it both ways and only have to buy one helmet. And I think that's what's made it such a popular seller for us is, you know, you can ride both ways. And I love this product, and it's done real well for us.
Well, and I have to say the price point on that, Mark, is fantastic.
Right.
For a helmet of that quality, that's an outstanding price point.
And it's, you know, it's light. I mean, everything about it is awesome, and we sell a ton of them, which is why I put it on the list.
Oh, I think that's great, and it's actually a good-looking helmet.
People don't pay attention to their helmets, and they'll let that age they'll let them expire, and they you know start to break down inside when they get old and they become not safe, and so it's a big deal. So.
I like it. It's a good-looking helmet, too.
The other day, I was making a joke about that. I told Heather that the born-on date of my helmet was never mind. Mind your own business. But that's really a thing, right? Like, you think about that, you're like, come on, a born-on date for a helmet.
But when you think about it,
was a 69.
Yeah.
You know, I think Primo Renee finally redid the inside of it for me. Like that thing used to rattle around my head like a coffee can.
Turns out that's not good. That's not how the
No,
manufacturer
no.
wants you to wear your helmet.
It's a thought to count.
I've even noticed that I wear my helmet more than I ever wear a helmet more than I ever have the past 2 years.
Yeah.
Because I never wore a helmet.
Okay, Mark, that's where you tell her while you're riding in the van.
While you're riding in the van? I was just saying, I mean, the point of the clothing, of course you took it like a girl as usual. So, you get used to that.
Oh, wait till Becky hears you saying that.
Oh, well. Yeah, Becky's on my side. So. Now, I mean, my point was that, knowing that you have the right apparel, but for us, it's like me, I won't ride anymore. Visually, I have an issue, but I still have all that shit. You know what I mean? Like if I do get on a bike, I have a helmet on. My dad always used to say, you buy the helmet to, you buy the style helmet to rate the cost of
If you
what
get
take
on a
to
bike, I'm
replace your
sending
head.
out a PSA to everybody to get off the damn road.
Well, I'll ride the shit out of something. So, hey, as long as Dana's not on it with me, I'll ride the crap out of it. I'll kill myself. I don't want to kill her.
Oh, yeah, please don't.
Hey, so
Please
we
don't
have
kill
a
anybody.
comment real quick. Robin Hagebottom said that she wished Harley-Davidson would go back to selling quality jeans again. She apparently liked the jeans that they used to sell versus the stuff that's out now.
Yeah. We've heard that from several customers.
All right, moving on to number 4. I think it says number 3, but it's number 4.
It's a thought to count.
Well, we're trying over here.
We're on a roll.
Number 4, the Screaming Eagle Olin suspension.
Yes. Now, I picked this because we were involved in the King of the Baggers last year, and we're sponsoring the King of the Baggers team again this year. And being so close to the vest on that racing series and being so involved in it, you realize just how hard they're working to develop parts in the racing series and then bring them out to the public. The rear suspension, the rear shocks on this are literally the same setup that we run on the King of the Baggers bike, except where they're elongated on the bike because of the lean angles and stuff. But the shocks are exactly what you can buy in the store. And I mean, the technology in this stuff is just amazing. And to see, I hear a lot of customers come in and talk about high performance until you've been out at the racetrack and you watch those bikes really go 180 miles an hour and lean down and drag the pegs. It's hard to understand just how capable these parts have to be to go through that kind of beating. And I just thought it was amazing that you could literally buy the race part and put it on your motorcycle. And it's just awesome.
Well, even for Harley-Davidson, man, what was it when we were at the 2024 model launch, and how excited they were that they had motorcycles that were coming back out to the general public that were so closely related to what they were actually racing on the track. Like, a lot of people don't understand the kind of pride that goes the whole way through the brand with that.
Yep.
So, number 5 for you, Mark, is the one that we don't have the picture loaded for, but it is the Softail front brake kit, 13-inch oversized rotors.
Well, let me.
Oh no, that wasn't.
He said
no, that
Lindahl
wasn't it.
Racing.
I'm sorry.
Brake
Yeah,
and rotor.
it was my Lindahl racing kit.
Yep. So I was like, this is what I'm going with.
This is not a Harley part, but I had to put it in because Lindahl is a huge sponsor for our racing team, and I wanted to bring it up because we use these racing rotors and stuff on the bike. We use his wheels too, and those things get tested at some pretty extreme temperatures and some really extreme conditions. And I love the Lindahl racing stuff already. I always have. I've known Paul for a long time. He's done a lot of bikes that we built in the shop over the years with wheels and brakes. I never realized how amazing that stuff was until I actually watched it on the racetrack. And I had the fortunate opportunity to go to his factory in Texas. When we were at COTA at the race, he let us tour his facility out there. And it's amazing. And they're literally polishing and handcrafting that stuff right there. And to see that happen and to know what goes into all of those products that he ships and sells, and it blew me away. And like Jason, I love to support those companies, and I know I was supposed to do all Harley stuff, but I would be remiss not to bring up the fact that this is another product that is race tested, proven. It's a great price point, and it's a lifetime warranty, and they stand behind their product. And I can't say enough about it. I know I've heard some people say, well, I don't know if they stop good. I don't like how they feel. I've watched I've watched these things perform at the highest, most extreme places, and those folks are just wrong, because that stuff works amazing. And I wanted to give them a plug and to put that on the list.
No, I actually love that you chose a non-Harley part to put on your buyer's guide.
Yep.
I really do.
No, and I mean, that was, I apologize profusely for not having the right image up. We had a problem with the image, and 2 or 3 times we tried to reload it before we were going to show. It just didn't work out. But the fact that whatever's happening across the counter at a Harley-Davidson dealership is what we wanted you to come in with, and that's spot on.
Yeah, and they have been a good partner of ours too, but we sell a ton of Lindahl Racing parts because of it. It's funny, the racing initiative was a little interesting for us because there's not many dealers who are doing it, especially now. But, the partners that I have, like Paul, they really helped me leverage it to increase my sales in some of those performance parts. And it was a great thing this year, so.
Yeah, you guys really stepped up into that, man. That's a tall order. Like racing is not for the faint of heart, or somebody that wants to try to do some shit on a budget.
Yeah, right. No budget at all.
Well, what's crazy is, as we got more familiar with the people in the paddock, and you realize what the other factory teams' budgets are, it's amazing we're even hanging where we are. Because they're spending just 20, 30 times what we're able to scrap together to race, and there's a lot of people who just don't even qualify to be able to go to the big race. So it's pretty amazing that we raced in every round last season.
Yeah.
No, and that's like a lot of us that came up through AMA racing and everything. You always called the big factory guys. They raced with unobtainium. Yeah. They all had special metal and shit that you couldn't buy, but that's. Man, you got to give you a lot of credit for hanging in there, buddy. That's a big thing to do, and that's where passion for this starts. Passion for this starts. I say it over and over again. I was heartbroken whenever they stopped showing up. When Harley-Davidson stopped showing up at the AMA Superbike races, broke my heart, and I knew they were never going to win.
Yep.
But they were in line with every other manufacturer, and it mattered to us.
Yep, and thanks for putting that picture up with us in front of the Indian, by the way. Good job.
That was for you and for Cam.
Yeah, right.
Oh shit.
Well, your phone's gonna ring now.
Listen, so should we do the big congratulations?
Yeah, let's. Again,
it's open. What? He has shoes on. Everybody knows.
Again, we're so excited. You guys, I think, watched last week when we congratulated Mark, but now that he's here, we will congratulate him live on air. Mark has finally stepped up and asked his beautiful partner in crime to be his wife, and she actually said yes. So congratulations to Mark and Ashley.
She said that like it would, boy, that was close.
Well, I'll tell you what, this tan on my face was pretty expensive.
Oh, hell.
They make spray tan, Mark. So it's cheap.
Right on, man. Well, listen.
It's going to be worth it, though.
Thank you for coming in with us and hanging out and doing this stuff tonight. Let me see if I still got Jason. No, Jason's gone.
Real nice, Jason.
I was going to bring him in and say thanks, too, but we appreciate you guys coming tonight and helping us round out our holiday guide.
Awesome. Thank you for having us on, and Merry Christmas if I don't talk to you guys before
Merry
then.
Merry Christmas, Mark.
All right, buddy. Merry Christmas to you. Hey, you guys, you're watching Shop Talk here on the Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studio Network, and we still got plenty of show to go.
Oh, my goodness.
Don't go anywhere. We're going to look at a new chopper product from Joe Marshal. And when we come back on the other side of this, we're going to go through our best picks for holiday shoppers. So don't go anywhere. You're watching Shop Talk.
Hey, this is Chris with Cycle Source TV, and this right here. This is your product spotlight. So today's product spotlight comes to us from custom bike builder Joe Marshall. Joe came up with a nifty little project for us here in the shop, which we're going to pass on to you guys too. This bitchin' little Art Deco style taillight. So this is JMC Deco taillight made with aircraft quality billet aluminum, screw-on lens, perfect for your chopper project, and right inside of there, LED light that does turn, run, and brake. So you're covered all in one little handy dandy package. Whole thing comes in at about $245. Let's show you what this thing looks like on a chopper so you get an idea of what it's going to look like on yours. So I generally run some kind of, you know, little hot rod style tail light deal on the back of my choppers. You can see how this thing, you know, if you ran two of them out here, or if you ran one in the center, whether it was up high or down here, this is a great piece for any cool custom project. So this one right here, we're actually going to put on one of my choppers, but we have a second one. But wait, there's more. The second one we're going to give away to one of you guys. All you have to do is like, share, and follow Cycle Source TV, ShopTalk, and Joe Marshal Customs. And we're going to pick one of you guys to win this bitchin' little chopper tail light and send it out to you, maybe in time for Christmas. Okay, so bitchin' retro styling comes with stainless steel hardware, everything you need in the box. Check them out today at Joe Marshal Customs. Tell them the guys from Cycle Source TV sent you.
I'm Nick Trask, Trask Performance, and you're watching Shop Talk.
Whether riding takes you from A to B or just lets you escape, there's a flow to the road you share. So go with it. Eyes open, and always have the Law Tigers by your side. If you've been injured in a motorcycle accident, visit us at lawtigers.com. Law Tigers, America's motorcycle lawyers.
Everything we do at the track shapes what we build for the street and the dirt.
You can see how bad these guys want it. The race to the line.
For us, racing is not for the trophies or the glory. We compete because it makes everything we do faster, more durable, and tested to a higher standard. For S&S, racing is the ultimate in proven performance, and we've been proving it since 1958.
Okay, welcome back to the Dennis Kirk studio. We are going to step this thing up a little bit so that we come in on time. We're going to get back into the station in enough time to tuck it in for tonight. So,
there's a lot of tucking going on over there.
Tucker, you tuckered? You tuckered, bro?
I know what the hell you're doing.
You mad, bro?
Bro, what's up, bro?
All right, let's start off with Heather's picks.
Me.
Heather, you ready?
I think so.
Okay, starting off at number one for Heather, heated gear.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
So, and I actually picked a couple different pieces, but I only threw one up. Our buddies over at Milwaukee Leather have a ton of different heated gear, but I really liked that flannel that's up there on that picture. And I want to say that comes in right at $145. Totally down for that.
Is that nudge? You're down for that nudge?
No, it just, because you never know. Like, I know we've been in a lot of situations where we'll start out at lower elevations where it's nice and warm, and we climb, and then it snows. So I think that'd be a great thing to just have on the bike.
I can't wait to hear what the hell this is. What is a helmet hoodie?
Oh, this is from Motor Girl. It's a UK-based company, but they do have distributors here in the US. So again, when you're in different riding conditions, if you need to just pull over and take your hoodie off because it gets too warm, like when we're in Arizona, you don't have to take your helmet off. That's specifically designed to pull off over your helmet.
Oh.
So I liked that a lot.
Oh, I said that like Edith Bunker. Oh.
Oh, gee.
Number 3. I knew you were going to put these up. Milwaukee Leather riding boots.
Yeah. Again, this is, I always, when I can choose style and functionality, form and function, just like the way a motorcycle should be, I always will. And these hit all the marks. Good construction, real leather, waterproof, good zipper, very well manufactured. So, and those come in around $190.
And in these days, Mark, a good zipper is important.
Everybody needs a good zipper.
I'm just saying. Just saying.
Not hating, just saying.
Not hating. All right, moving on to Heather's number 4. Peripheral apparel, reflective gear.
So this is the first time that I've seen a company do actually cool looking safety apparel. And they have a bunch of different things other than just this hoodie, but on this particular hoodie, all the white is reflective at night. But they've got some cool bomber jackets and some men's apparel. But it's not nerdy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not worky.
Yeah, it's not nerdy at all, and it actually looks good. And that particular hoodie comes in at $70. They have a cool little bomber jacket that comes in at $80. So it's safety gear and costs, and affordable at the same time.
Safety first, kids.
I have to say, this next product kind of makes me feel like I got cheated coming through the whole traditional upraising and motorcycling.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, the hightail.
Oh.
So I wasn't sure how I felt about this at first, but now, because I am wearing a helmet more, I actually dig it, because it means I don't have to put all the braids in my hair and, all the 1,000 little ponytail hair ties and stuff. And you can still have good hair when you're done. It just slides into the back.
It's all about the good hair.
Yeah, so
Back
that
of your
you have to
helmet.
explain that. That's the cool thing about it. Anybody with long hair, rather than have a knot in the back of your head
Yep.
that your helmet's rubbing on the whole
Yeah,
day.
you just tuck your hair into that little pocket that attaches into your helmet, and you got good hair.
Kim Adair, nothing says I love you like heated gear.
Agree.
Well, if you're me, there's a couple things that say I love you like that, but heated gear for this show. We'll keep it there. All right, moving on to...
Wouldn't be my choice.
Let's move on to Mark stuff. You ready to do yours?
Yeah, I want a hamburger.
Mark
Hot
number
dog.
1.
I want French fries.
Mark number 1. Tattoo gift card.
You'll get nothing. Yeah, dude, support. Remember this industry, music, tattoos, motorcycles. Let's not forget about the guys that come to the events and, go out of their way to set up and keep the culture alive and this and that. I'm huge on, on the little guy. Not hating on the big guy, not hating on Harley.
I wear a
that,
size
but
full sleeve.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and again, I know some of these guys sort of die down a bit in the off season, so support them sons of bitches.
Amen.
So,
in that same line, your number 2 comes in the same spirit.
Yeah, small shop, man.
shirt.
Go by. I hate Pat.
I was just gonna
Why'd
say
you-
you
why'd
can't
you
use
put Pat
Pat
up
for
there?
that.
I hate him.
Pat's a big shop.
I can't even stand Pat.
Pat is not a
hold
big
on.
shop.
Pat's. What do you mean? There's one person that works there.
I was gonna say, yeah, Pat
Jen.
is not a
It's
big
the only
shop.
person
Yeah,
that freaking
Jen.
works there. For Christ's sake.
There's
Right?
93 people that go to the events and say they work for Lead
Yeah,
Sled.
yeah, exactly.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
and yet there's only like 3 of us that ever actually did. Yeah, your little local shops, man. I mean, obviously, Lead Sled's in that for us, just like Cycle Source was and Flat Broke is, and we're little guys that struggle every day. We don't have big corporations behind us. A couple T-shirts, a hat, maybe one of their jackets, one of their products goes a long way. Go out of your way and support those little guys. They need it.
Now,
So-
your number 3. This is something that you can buy at the Harley dealer, at the aftermarket shop, or even at your local auto parts store. This is a great idea.
Yeah, unlike something I do, because I don't wash anything I own. A lot of people are into keeping their stuff clean. Obviously, Brian with that FXR, he kept his. Well, he has Doug, so Doug no fingerprints. But yeah, some people like to clean all their stuff up before they put it away. Instead of road hard and put away dirty, road hard and put away clean.
Well, and that's the thing to think about too. Not even just put away.
Yeah.
It's a good idea to detail it when you put it away. Detail it when you bring it out. So, either one of those is a good bet. That's a great reason to buy a detail kit for Christmas. Moving up to number 4, and along that same line.
Yeah, do shit yourself, man.
Oil change in a box.
Learn about your bike, and one of the easiest ways to do that is learn how to change your oil and look everything over while you're cleaning and changing your oil. You can check every nut and bolt, keeps you safe. So yeah, I mean, these little things for the guys that are enthusiasts, and the nice part about this is we're trying to keep You know, you want to spend a ton of money. If you have kids, you'd rather spend the money on your kids, you know, or me. You can buy me something real nice, you know. Do not buy me an oil change for my bike, though, whatever you do. So,
well, and this is another thing, too, to talk about here, is Mark's number 5 comes in. It not only is a great, like, stocking present or something for your motorcycle person, but it's also a great way for them to save money with batteries being what they cost nowadays. This is a great idea for that.
Yeah, keep that battery charged and good. It'll last longer. So, and I think every year, like 3 of those for me are the same every year. We can
think so.
Next
just
year,
use
this
those.
Yeah, this
battery
issue,
tender, tattoo.
Yeah, like
Gotcha.
almost all of this. I think next year, this show, I mean, not be here. Just do this again.
Yeah, good luck, loser.
Booyah! Okay, it's your turn.
All right.
What'd you pick?
Go.
My stuff.
You picked some good ones.
I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know.
The one thing that I saw, Snap-on is now making a motorcycle like roadside service kit, and it's a little bit pricey, but I really dig it, man, because it's.
So you're buying that? You want to get them a Christmas gift that you'll pay for the rest of your life?
No, I'm just saying. Like, let me see if I can bring this up on their website real quick.
Snap-on is second to none, but so is their cost.
But this is the thing about it. If you look at this thing close,
yeah, it has everything.
It's great. It's a great little kit, man, that can get you out of a jam for almost anything. You don't have to worry about the quality of these tools because it's Snap-on, and of course
Does
it's
that
going
say
to be
$450?
Yeah, it's $450, but
is that lifetime replacement?
Yes.
Does it come with the little person in the bag that actually does the repairs for you?
No, but how about it shaped like a toolbox?
I did notice
for a
that it's shaped
motorcycle?
like the Panhead toolbox.
That's got to be worth something.
And again, you can't complain about Snap-on tools. They are hands down the best. I mean,
okay.
You pay for them, but they're the best.
Next up, I've also picked
in
battery
25
tender.
years, I'll have my box paid off.
He's been retired for 3 years. He's still making the last couple payments.
Yeah, right.
So I also picked battery tender, but I picked a battery tender for a guy with multiple motorcycles in the garage.
Hey, I saw one. It wasn't battery tender brand, but when I was looking for the information, there was one that had 10.
Yeah, I saw one.
Yeah,
that had 10 ports.
Dude, this is
and it was
this
like
is
100.
great.
It wasn't super expensive either.
Because, like I said, batteries now, like almost any battery you buy. I bought a battery for my lawnmower this year. It was $100. Yeah. You know what I mean? So you can't put enough thought into taking care of your
isn't that funny?
batteries.
The battery for your lawnmower is as expensive as the battery for your dolly. You do the math. Doesn't even make sense.
Oh, my sister's got one of those cars that, like, when you hit the brakes, it turns
auto
off.
on. Yeah.
I guess because of that feature,
Yeah.
the battery's like $400 now.
Yep.
She was not a happy camper.
So my number 3 is for whether you work with a motorcycle lift or if you work on the floor. Beaver makes a bike jack dolly. So this is a bike jack that comes out of the dolly. You can actually use it to jack up from the center of the bike on the floor on the workbench, or you can put it in that dolly. You can jack it up in the center of the bike, and you can move it around and tuck the bike away and get it stacked tight for the winter. So
those bike jacks are nice.
And dude, they're not.
No, it was like
Beaver
$65.
Yeah, Beaver ones are not super expensive. Like a lot of the ones that you see anymore, man, from Handy or any of the other guys, they're expensive as shit.
Hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, this one's $67, and it
that's
comes with
cheap.
a little cart.
What's the size of that?
It's bitchin'.
How wide is that one? Does it
What
say?
are the dimensions?
Yeah.
That's adjust the height. There you go. See, son of a bitch. I don't have a width
Adjust
mark.
the height between
14.6 by 9 inch.
Yep.
But that's the height.
Oh, that's the guy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You caught me with my pants down.
Oh boy, again. But if you would have had a quality zipper like on those boots from Milwaukee leather, just saying.
Shit. 13 more photos. Let's see. What can we find? Can we find a width? Can we find a size?
Wait, back up.
Oh no.
That's height. Oh, there we go.
9
There
inches
you go.
wide.
9 inches wide.
So it's the wide one. Yeah, that's
14 and a
enough.
half
I want
inches
one.
long.
All right.
And it holds 1,100 pounds.
Damn it, I'm buying myself one for Christmas. So if you get 4 of them, I could pick my car up in the air. Just saying.
All right. So next up for me is the big boy. This is the big one. You know, Clark talks about that's it. That's the big one. Well, I love handy lifts. Don't get me wrong when I start off about this, but there's a company out now called Freedom Shop Equipment, And these lift tables are only $1,100. I'm a big fan of this because it looks like comparable quality.
Yeah.
You know, it's American-made product from what I can tell. I'm going to do a little more work at looking into this, but
Yeah, wow, that's cheap.
yeah, dude, and it's you get it in gray, you get it in black. I'm assuming
Not
the
bad.
1,000 stands for 1,000 pound. So
Yeah. That's
looks-
awesome.
looks pretty good to me right now.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Maybe if the
Looks just
people
like
from
our handies, yeah.
maybe the people of Freedom Shop Equipment want to get in touch with us, we can do a little trade work here or something.
Oh, beat one of them things up for you.
Kim
let me know what
Adair
you think.
puts bike jack in cart.
What's that?
Kim Adair puts bike jack in cart.
Hey, I'm telling you, that
Yes.
thing, that Beaver bike jack that's a deal.
Yeah,
that's badass.
That's nice.
Absolutely.
Like that thing.
Well, there
So
you go.
we're at my number 5.
Yes.
My number 5 is the easiest one. Judy, I hope you're paying attention right now.
Do not buy him anything,
You can
Mother.
get this for me
Is this
or
a
for Heather.
Dunkin' Donuts gift card? What's going on here?
Dennis
Oh,
Kirk
Dennis
gift
Kirk
card.
gift card.
It's the gift that fits everyone.
It's the gift that keeps on giving till you spend all the money.
No, but seriously, listen. You don't know if you're a motorcycle person. You might not know what size they wear. You might not know if they have an old helmet. You might not know if they need tires or oil or whatever. But you can't go wrong with throwing a couple $100 on a Dennis Kirk gift card and giving that to them. They're going to be happy. They're going to be ready for the season. So, not a bad
Where'd
idea.
you grow up? A couple $100 on a gift card.
What's up?
You get
man?
like
Hey,
$50.
This ain't 1972 anymore, honey.
Ay, ay, ay.
What else?
$50 doesn't pay for the shipping on half the stuff you buy.
Hey, want to make $50 a hard
Hey,
way?
we'll make quick $50.
$50
Simonize my car.
$50. Right?
Oh, and the train has gone off the
Yeah,
track.
I had
Yeah,
two
a little
lines. I had
bit.
to stop myself.
So, great feature bike tonight.
Yes.
Really appreciate both Brian and Doug for everything that they do to help out. Like, they've
Poor
been
Doug.
absolutely indispensable this year with Cycle Source TV and Cycle Source Magazine and the Smokeout. Smokeout, like I said, you can't buy the tickets yet, but we're looking at January 1st putting the pre-sales out, and big news about that. You have an opportunity to win a bike, 13 keys. We're going to have Saturday at Smokeout.
Are
and
we
you
going
get
to
a
send them
chance-
are we going to mail them their keys?
I think so.
I think so.
I think so. And then if you lose your key,
Yeah, what happens if the guy that has the key that
Well,
starts the bike doesn't bring the key?
we talked about this. If it was really about Smokeout, the first guy that could hotwire the bike would get the
Oh,
win.
well, you have a point there.
No.
Ah, shit. All right, man. So lots of stuff to do. Everybody's got Christmas on the brain and they're going crazy, but there's still some motorcycle events coming up that we want to tell you about. So hang on for that. Here comes Heather.
Shop Talk is brought to you by Cyclefish. Cyclefish, the most complete list of motorcycle events in the U.S.
January 31st, the Carolinas Full Throttle Magazine Bike Show at the Greensboro Coliseum. Be there or be square. You can get more information at fullthrottlemagazine.com.
See you there.
Same weekend, the Colorado Motorcycle Expo, January 31st through February 1st. The swap meet since 1978. Cycle Showcase St. Louis edition, February 7th and 8th at the Pageant in beautiful downtown St. Louis. You
Ice
should
cream
be there.
and kissing booth.
Ice
Oh,
cream
yeah.
and puppy kissing booth. Mama Tried, February 21st through 22nd at the Eagles Ballroom in beautiful Milwaukee,
She said
Wisconsin.
ballroom. Ballroom.
Moving right along, children. Daytona Bike Week, February 20. That just sounds weird. February for
What?
Daytona Bike
Yeah,
Week.
does.
February 27th through March 8th. March 3rd, Tuesday.
Oh, my goodness. What happened?
What
What's
is going on? Hello.
Cycle Source Custom Bike Show at the Broken Spoke Saloon. Bunch of classes, bunch of prizes, free to enter, no crybabies. Chopper Time, greatest chopper show on earth, Thursday, March 5th, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. 100% of the proceeds go to the Veteran Support Fund. Be there or you're a loser.
What happens if somebody has an event that they're working on, Heather?
They could send it to me in our messages or via email at info@cyclesource.com, and we'll get it up into the feed.
That was phone voice.
So Radar in the comments.
I'm already going to, I can't even read.
boy.
I'm just going to say, shut up, Radar, now.
No. I got to say this. Radar says 14 keys because he has a lock pick that he can pick it.
Dude.
Radar, we're going to let you come up between every key and try to pick that. You have just as long as every guy that has a key, and we're going to let you between every single key. We're going to let you try to pick the lock on this bike, and I bet you still don't get to start.
Yeah,
it.
let me tell you, Smoke at. I lost the keypad for my dually. Radar. I got this lock pick set. I can pick any lock.
Oh boy.
Well, I guess through the time leaving the trailer, going to the truck, leaving the truck, come back to the trailer, he had lost 3 or 4 pieces. He had dropped them. It was dark. It was crap yet. And I should have thrown them away because he had just as good of a chance of picking these locks without them as he did with them.
Oh
So,
my gosh.
if Radar ever comes up to you and says, "Oh, dude, I'll get your doors open," just punch him in the throat and walk away.
Mark.
I'm telling you, he's not good at the lock picking. I'll tell you what he's good
Becky,
at.
no.
Helping.
No,
Radar's a
Becky.
You got to
helper.
get Radar
No.
on the show.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. Would that
we'll
be
do that.
fantastic?
We'll do that.
I think I
someday.
shall be sick that day.
Maybe New Year's Eve.
We have to have a
No.
monitor.
Oh my God.
We need a hall monitor with him though. Like we need to pick somebody that'd be there with him.
Eat a brown square.
Dude, that'd be a great idea.
Okay, so listen, we want to thank one more time our guests that came on tonight, Mark from Tobacco Road Harley-Davidson. Get out and check them out, tobaccoroadhd.com. Also, Jason Hallman at Cycle Stop USA. Both of these guys are indispensable for what we do here with the show and with Smoke Out. Can't thank them enough for being here. Can't thank you enough for sharing your headspace with us and letting us get this show on the road, under our belts, off the track,
back on the track,
wherever the hell it went.
Yeah, what he said.
It's
What he
crazy.
said.
I can't believe it's December.
Oh my goodness, yeah. December 7th.
Luckily, I don't pay attention to the date or the time, so I'm
literally
golden.
killing me, Smalls. So we're 90 minutes in, 93 minutes in, and I think that's enough time that we can cut you guys loose. Listen, get ready for Christmas, but I'm really working on something here this year, and I want to invite you guys to pay attention to this too. We talked the other night, we were doing our Christmas tree, our annual Christmas tree thing, and our traditions that go along with it. And we were talking about how the holidays aren't the same anymore, right? You buy all this shit, you do all this special plan and everything, and then everybody comes together for like 2 minutes, and they piss off to their own corner with their own stuff, and it's like, screw you. You know, when we were young, all of us here, there used to, the whole day was about spending time with each other, and you made food together, and you did things together, and you played stupid games, and you really shared the holidays. So I am going to invite you to do what we're doing as a tradition this year. We're installing a no phone policy in our holidays.
Yep.
Leave your phone alone. Spend time with the people that you're with. Love those people, because you never know. You never know when it's going to be the last one you get. Don't take any of it for granted, and hopefully that'll bring a little joy to your holiday.
That's boring for people like me because I only answer one out of every 47
Grab
calls.
a board game. Grab a board game or a puzzle or do something.
Do something good.
Yeah, pretend like it's 25 years ago.
Radar, we're not beneath the street level anymore. We're street level.
We are
We're not
street
up, we're
level.
not down. We're street level. And that's where we're going to be when you find us here next week when we come back. Same chopper time.
Same shopper channel.
Buy me something nice, Felicia.